Hi everyone, this is Bitcoingem. Welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do technical analysis of four altcoins requested by Bitcoingem Genesis NFT members. The first one is VELO. Now we are looking at VELO USDT chart, and let's go to weekly first. So you can see very clearly on the weekly chart that it had a huge upside momentum or a good move to the upside, and now it's finally coming down, consolidating, digesting this entire move. If we go back to the daily, so on the daily, as you can see very clearly, still in a good uptrend since its bottom. Let me highlight its trend with some other color. So this you can say is the main trend for VELO. I will highlight it with green. So this green line that you see is the main trend. So as long as it's respecting this trend, the overall it is in a massive uptrend. As you can see, this was previous resistance, previous support. It broke, it became resistance, then it took a good enough time to break it, but now it's unfortunately again back below. So the first interesting zone for VELO to flip previous resistance into support is this zone, which is at around 0.007. So somewhere near this zone is the first SR zone, you can say, where it needs to hold as support, and then you can start consolidating, regaining strength, some good side action, and start the next leg up. So overall, it's still in a good uptrend, massive uptrend, and it's coming down, consolidating after this huge move up. As you can see, if you consider this recent move from its low, I'm not even considering the all-time low, the recent low where it started this second move. If you consider this move, it did around 1459% move to the upside without any major correction. So this is a good uh, dip, and if it can flip this zone into support, it is actually technically strong before it starting a new leg up. So 0.007 is the main area which it needs to hold as support, and then it can continue its leg up, and overall trend is still very intact. So even if it comes to 0.005 or 6, it does something like this, it's still a very huge uptrend. So VELO is still in a massive uptrend, and this, if you are looking to add a bag, 0.007, this zone anywhere 7 or 8, you can add a bag for VELO. The next chart we are looking at is TRIAS. Again, now this, I think I had done some analysis before because I already have some markings, but as you can see, these were previous resistance zones, and now after this huge move upside, it is coming down to retest it as support. There was a minor support at 6.3, which it was holding for a while, and now it's back, but around 4.2 and 3.4, this I see as major demand zones, support zones for TRIAS. You can see lot of demand previously, it was there, and it took a good amount of time to break it. So this will be the first time it's coming down to retest this zone, and I think this should hold as support, and these would be a good demand zones to buy. So support zones are always support until proven otherwise. Similarly, resistance is resistance until proven otherwise. So buying in demand zone is usually a good way to make profitable trades. So I think if you get an opportunity to buy at 4.4 or 3.2, that'll be great. I'm not sure whether it will go that down, but technically looking at the current momentum, I think I would personally wait to buy the demand zone or wait for TRIAS to reclaim 6.3. Since it's very nearby, I don't mind it. waiting to reclaim. Maybe I buy slightly higher, but I buy a confirmation of reclamation, or I buy a strong support, whichever. Now that's my way of trading. You can do what you like, but technically speaking, 4.4 and 3.4, 4.3 and 3.4 are good demand zones for TRIAS, and 6.3 if it can reclaim. The third chart we are looking at is ZCX or Unizen. Now again, it's come down to retest the previous resistance. If we look at weekly, yeah, it's come down to retest. This you can also say is kind of a broadening wedge structure. If it breaks this support on the weekly, which it is currently holding, it might go down and retest the low again. If this happens, technically this should happen. So it's important to hold the current support for ZCX, or else there is still a significant downside. But again, these are all demand zones. So if you are somebody who believes in the project, then I think you should look to buy the current zone. If it is not holding, then around 0.007, sorry, 0.07475, around 7.5 cent would be the first interesting zone, and then around 0.055. So currently at around 11, 10 and 11 cent, this should hold as support. If it holds, then it can resume its uptrend, but if it loses, then there is still significant downside for ZCX. The next trade we are looking at is TEL. Now, again, I think I must have done this somewhere before because I already have some areas marked. So let me go to weekly. Yeah. Okay. Very important area for TEL to reclaim is at around 0.004. Once it reclaims, it can start further accelerating. Currently, you can see it's coming down, retesting previous resistance into support. All major altcoins are. You can also make this a case of this is accumulation zone, and breaking out of this zone can cause major upside for TEL. So breaking out of 0.004 is very important, or reclaiming back 0.004 is very important for TELCOIN. Currently it's retesting, and the main support for this is at around 0.001, and huge area of support over here. And the recent support right now is at, it's currently at support at 0.002. So these are two important supports for TELCOIN, and for it to start its acceleration, it needs to reclaim 0.004. So that's it. I hope you find today's video valuable. I will be sharing a lot of altcoin analysis in the next few days as per requested by Bitcoingem Genesis NFT group. So make sure you come back to see the videos. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.